MBA Show, the business podcast that teaches you things that matter to you and your business with our daily 10-minute business lessons for the real world. I'm your host, your coach, your teacher, Omar Zenhom. I'm also the co-founder of the $100 MBA, a complete business training and community online. If you want to learn how to nail your business idea, make sure that you're selling something that your customers actually want, then check out our free video course over at 100mba.net/free-course. This is a free course that we offer to anybody who's interested in making sure they build a business that people want. In today's episode, you will learn, does your online business need to accept PayPal? Is it a must-have? Are there advantages to accepting PayPal? Are there disadvantages to accepting PayPal? I'm going to share with you my own experience, my own advice when it comes to this topic. I know a lot of people are kind of iffy about it. Am I losing sales if I don't have PayPal on my site? We get into it in today's lesson, so let's get down to business. Today's episode of the $100 MBA Show is sponsored by Edible Arrangements. Yes, Edible Arrangements, the brand that's famous for fruit arrangements and chocolate-covered fruit, is one of the best franchises to be a part of. Discover why Entrepreneur Magazine named Edible Arrangements among the best of the best for 2015. Edible Arrangements franchisees join a brand with 16 years of growth, 1,200 stores, and millions of visitors to ediblearrangements.com. Start your journey to sweet success as an Edible Arrangements franchisee at edible.com or call 1-888-727-4258. Again, that's 1-888-727-4258 or edible.com. Before I get into if you have to have PayPal in your checkout process on your site, let me talk a little bit about how PayPal works. So PayPal is simply a payment processor, and they're one of the oldest payment processors out there. Now, they work a little bit differently than some of the other payment processors. Typically, a payment processor will process a sale for you, take a percentage, whether that's 2.9 plus a fee, and then deposit the sale minus that transaction fee that they charge into your bank account. It may take 2 or 3 or 4 days, but the point here is that they actually transfer it to your bank account automatically. Now with PayPal, it's a little bit different. It's almost like an escrow system where you have an account with PayPal and they deposit those funds minus your transaction fee into your PayPal account, not your bank account. I know you might be thinking, yeah, I have a PayPal account. I know how this works, Omar. But I just wanted to highlight the difference of what happens with a typical payment processor where they deposit the funds straight to your bank versus PayPal where they deposit into your PayPal account. Now, once it's in your PayPal account, you can then transfer it to your bank. So it's like an extra step. Or you can purchase things with PayPal with the money that you have in your account. So obviously, PayPal created the system to encourage users to use PayPal funds. So they purchase things with PayPal. Now, what does it mean for you as the business owner? Now, first of all, PayPal is not a horrible choice for a payment processor. It's actually very easy to install and to put onto your website, and most tools or integrations or plugins, integrate with PayPal. Now, on the customer's end, it's a little bit different. A lot of people think, still to this day, that if they don't have a PayPal account, they can't check out with PayPal. And the reason why is because when you check out with PayPal, PayPal will ask the user to sign into a PayPal account or create a PayPal account. So if I'm a customer at your site and I don't have a PayPal account and I don't want to create a PayPal account, I might think that I have no choice. And I might leave your cart. I might leave your site and say, hey, I don't want to pay with PayPal because I don't want to sign up for PayPal and I don't have an account. I just want to use my credit card. Now, PayPal does allow people not to use PayPal and check out with a credit card, but it's not super clear. There's a little link below that says check out without an account. But for a lot of people, they miss that link. They don't see it. And for those who are not familiar with this process, they often leave the cart. So does this mean do not use PayPal? It's confusing? No, that's not what I'm saying. Because there are a lot of consumers that like using PayPal. They feel like it's secure and it's easy to sign in from a mobile device because they just use their username and password. They don't have to plug in their card number, their credit card number that is. So there are people that actually like the PayPal process. They're PayPal users. So what do I suggest? Personally, I don't recommend that you accept PayPal as your only form of payment. But it makes a great supplement to the credit card option. So you can have the option for your customers to check out with credit card or with PayPal. Now, depending on the system you're using, your website, maybe you're using a checkout cart or system, you're going to see how you can integrate both. Now, by having the option to check out with credit card or PayPal, those who prefer PayPal can check out with PayPal and feel secure and feel happy that they're using their account easily. And those who don't have a PayPal account or don't like PayPal or maybe just don't feel like using it, they can check out with their credit card as normal. And by the way, PayPal has this option in their higher tier account. I believe it's their business account where you can offer both. And that's a lot more clear. But you don't have to use PayPal for both. You can use Stripe. You can use any other payment processor. I want to make it clear that I'm not hating on PayPal. PayPal has a lot of brand recognition in the market. A lot of people know who they are, and a lot of people are comfortable using them. But I've noticed as time has moved on the internet, there's a younger generation moving in that don't use PayPal. In my generation, PayPal was the thing. So take a look at your audience and see what they prefer. Now, what do I think, or what's my opinion when it comes to accepting credit card payments only? Meaning that you don't have the PayPal option, you just have them check out with a credit card. And you can integrate with other payment processors like Stripe, for example, or Braintree, which is actually owned by PayPal, but they're more of a straight-up processor. I'm going to get into that point right after I give love to today's sponsor, Edible Arrangements. As a listener to the $100 MBA show, I know that you're results-driven, you're ambitious. You've established yourself professionally, and now you're looking for more. Take the next steps in your entrepreneurial journey with Edible Arrangements. Yes, Edible Arrangements, the brand that revolutionized gifting with handcrafted fruit arrangements and chocolate-covered fruit, is one of the best franchises to be a part of. Discover why Entrepreneur Magazine named Edible Arrangements as a top franchise among their best of the best of 2015. As an Edible Arrangements franchisee, you get access to an established brand of 16 years of growth, over 80% brand recognition, and 1,200 locations worldwide. You'll benefit from the know-how, support, and millions of visitors to Edible Arrangements' e-commerce platform. Start your journey to sweet success as an Edible Arrangements franchise owner. Call 1-888-727-4258 or go to edible.com. Again, that's 1-888-727-4258 or edible.com. So let's address the last question. If you don't accept PayPal, will it affect your business? Will it affect sales? If you only have the option to accept a credit card? Well, it depends on your audience, to be honest with you. One of the best ways to find out is to test it. Offer only credit card on your checkout process on your website, but then you can have a link next to the checkout that says, do you prefer PayPal? And that link can go to a page that they can fill out a form requesting to use PayPal. If you get enough requests, then you'll know that PayPal is something your audience wants. But if you're not getting that many, or none at all, then you should be good to go. I do want to wrap up by saying, if you're not a techie person and you want the easiest, fastest solution to get started, PayPal is not a bad option. It is their strength. It is easy to integrate to your website, and they have a lot of integrations with a lot of software and website builders. So don't completely ignore it, especially if it means by just getting started, by putting up PayPal, you'll be able to sell your thing faster. Go ahead and do that, and then you can change later on if you'd like. All right, guys, that wraps up today's lesson. Remember, guys, on the weekends, we have Q&A weekends where we answer your questions right here on the show. If you have questions you want to ask, just email us at contact@100mba.net or send me a tweet on Twitter @BizRepublic is my handle, BizRepublic. Guys, if you have 2 minutes to spare right after the show, you can do us a huge solid. Drop us an iTunes rating and review. Let us know what you think of the show. Let us know what your favorite episode is. By leaving us an iTunes rating and review, you help support the show because every time you leave a rating and review, iTunes recognizes that this show is worth watching. And it helps our ranking, and it lets us get more exposure to listeners just like you. Also, by leaving us an iTunes rating and review, you automatically enter our weekly random draw to win a free lifetime membership to the $100 MBA Training Community. Every Friday, we call it Free Ride Friday, we give away a free ride. So go ahead right now, give us a rating and review on iTunes. If you're on your iPhone, just click on the cover art. You'll see a link that says give us a rating and review. Click on it. The rest is super easy. If you're on a browser or any other phone, just go to 100mba.net/show. All the instructions are on the bottom of that page. Thank you in advance for that. We really do appreciate that. All right, guys, I want to leave you with this. Sometimes I hesitate to do lessons like this. These little nitty-gritty details about payment checkout and the choices that you have. I'm iffy about it because I don't want you to sweat the details. This is not what makes or breaks a business. Any payment processor will do. But I do want to address these details from time to time because I know some of you are wondering about it. I want you to stop wondering and just get the answer and to move forward with building your business and offering what you offer. I've gone through all of that myself. I've had all those experiences and I wasted the time for you. So I hope the advice that I give on these types of episodes saves you time, saves you effort, saves you headaches. In a lot of ways, that's why we created the Hunter MBA Show, to save you all the pain and the headaches that we went through building our business, to sidestep some of these things. We can't avoid all the problems, but these little ones, we can. All right, guys, I hope that helps, and I hope to see you in tomorrow's episode. I'll see you then. Take care.